Hey everyone, I'm Saikat here and welcome back to a new video. So in the previous class, we have talked about enzymes and the competitive inhibitors and the effects of pH and temperature in enzyme. So in this class, we are going to talk about classification and nomenclature of enzymes, how we are going to classify the all enzymes and the nomenclature of it. So, in the NCERT, it is saying that thousands of enzymes have been discovered, isolated, and studied. Thousands of enzymes have discovered till date, and they are isolated in the laboratory and they are studied. Most of these enzymes have been classified into different groups based on the type of reaction they catalyzed. Enzymes are divided into 6 classes. There are total 6 categories in enzymes. There are total 6 classes of enzymes, each with 4 to 13 subclasses and named accordingly by a 4-digit numbers. Each enzymes have 4 to 13 subclasses. There are 6 classes of enzymes and each enzyme has 4 to 13 subclasses and name accordingly by a 4-digit number. Okay, let me fix the camera. Okay, let's go. So in the first category, we are going to talk about oxidoreductase and dehydrogenase. Oxidoreductase or dehydrogenase. So first of all, let me tell you, enzymes which catalyze oxidoreduction between two substrate S and S dot. So this is saying that S reduced and S dash oxidized. So if you will apply the oxidoreductase enzyme, so the reactant with which have reduced, that will gonna oxidized, and the reactant which was oxidized, that will gonna be reduced, so that the name is oxidoreductase. It means that it will convert the oxidated state into the reducted state and the reducted state in the oxidated state. That means vice versa. Okay. Transferase, that is going to transfer a group from a reactant to the product. Okay. Let me tell you one thing. Enzymes catalyzing a transfer of a group G other than hydrogen between a pair of substrate S and S dash. See here, S with something group, this is a reactant which is participating in the reaction. There is a reactant and there is another reactant named as S dash. Okay, if you will apply the transferase enzyme, that will gonna transfer this G group into the another reactant. That means this will gonna convert SG to S dash G and the S will be totally freed. So this is the work of the enzyme transferase. Hydrolase, enzymes catalyzing hydrolysis of ester, ether, peptide, glycosidic, CNC, C halide and PN bonds. That what is the meaning of it? Hydrolase means it will catalyze, it will cause a faster rate of hydrolysis. The meaning of hydrolysis is the breaking of water, the free of H2O bond. Okay, it means that it will gonna free a H2O molecule from an entire group of species or a group of reactant. See, from the ester, ether, peptide, glycosidic bond, CC peptide, okay, C halide and PN bonds, this will gonna cause lyase. The meaning of lysis is breaking something. Okay, so enzymes that catalyze removal of groups from substrates by mechanisms other than hydrolysis, leaving double bonds. See, hydrolase is the kind of enzyme which will throw the water out from a particle. Okay, but other than that, if you will gonna free these particles and you will gonna throw out these things, you are gonna throw out this carbon from this XY molecule, or from this carbon bond you are gonna throw out this XY. Okay, so the XY is gonna bonded and the carbon is freed, or you can say that the carbon bond is free from the XY thing. So this is the function of lyase, to break down a bond. Lysis means to breaking down something. Lyase just work and functions the lysis of a bond. Isomerase, isomer. What is the meaning of iso? Iso means the structure which are similar in characters, or which are similar in looks. Okay, isomerase means which will form the isomers. Includes all enzymes catalyzing interconversion of optical, geometric and positional isomers. In your organic chemistry, we are going to talk about this thing later when I will teach you the chemistry portion. But now just know that, now just let me tell you that the geometric and positional isomers, the isomerase forms the geometric, positional and optical isomers, the compounds which is similar in structure with a little bit of variations. Okay, ligase, enzymes catalyzing the linking together of two compounds. Example, enzymes which catalyze joining of carbon oxygen, carbon sulfur, carbon nitrogen, phosphate and phosphorus and oxygen, etc. bonds. This is the formation of ligase. Ligation meaning to adjoining, to joining something, to be joined. Okay, the meaning of ligation is to stitching or to be joined. Okay, so which enzyme that will function the thing called join, or that will join something, that will adjoin something. Okay, that is the exact formation, that is the exact function of ligase. So here we are gonna talk about cofactors. What are the cofactors? See, to ride a bike, or suppose you are a doctor. Okay, you are a doctor. So let me tell you in here. Okay, let me tell you here. You are a doctor. You need to go from home to the hospital. This is your hospital. Okay, and this is your home. So you will go from your home to the hospital. So you need a bike to ride. This is the function of cofactor exactly. Enzymes are composed of one or several polypeptide chains. However, there are a number of cases in which non-protein constituents called cofactors are bound to the enzymes to make the enzymes catalytically active. That means the enzymes are going to activate when and only when they are attached to cofactors. Okay, cofactors. When the enzyme is attached to a non-proteinaceous substance, non-proteinaceous, TIOUS, non-proteinaceous substance, then and only then they are catalytically activated. Okay, you've got it? I guess so. So in these instances, the protein portion of the enzymes is called the apoenzymes. APO, there is a P present, so the protein portion, apo means the protein portion. So the protein portions, it's called the apoenzyme. Okay, three kinds of cofactors may be identified. Three kinds of cofactors are there: prosthetic groups, coenzymes and metal ions. So cofactors. Okay, in these instances, the protein portion of the enzyme is called the apoenzyme. So the non-proteinaceous factor or the cofactor is of three types. There is prosthetic group, another one is coenzyme, that is another part of enzyme, that is cofactor, and metal ions. So these three kinds of cofactors can be attached or can attach to an enzyme. Okay, prosthetic groups are organic compounds. What are prosthetic groups? They are organic compounds. See, in the NCERT or in any kind of book, or to crack any kinds of exam, you just need to know one thing, that is you need to summarize. You need to summarize the whole thing. Okay, if you will summarize the whole thing into a flow chart, you're gonna see the whole thing in front of your eyes, and you're gonna remember each and every statement which is there or which is written by your hands and which are gonna be memorized by your brain. Okay, so that will gonna convert in your parasympathetic nervous system or your long-term memory, and that's how you are gonna learn great things. Okay, prosthetic groups are organic compounds and are distinguished from other cofactors in that they are tightly bound to that apo enzyme. So in the apo enzyme they are tightly bound, or the in the proteinaceous part, the prosthetic group, which are the organic compound, they are tightly bound. Okay, for example, in peroxidase or in catalase, these are two enzymes, okay, which catalyze the breakdown, of hydrogen peroxide. Okay, it helps to break down hydrogen peroxide. It helps to break hydrogen peroxide or H2O2. There is a peroxide bond in there. The valency of oxygen here is -1, not -2. This is the peroxide linkage or peroxo bond. Okay, so you need peroxidase or catalase to break down the hydrogen peroxide to water and oxygen. To make water and oxygen from hydrogen peroxide, you need peroxidase and catalase. Okay, heme is the prosthetic group here. Here is a prosthetic group called heme, which is attached to peroxidase and catalase. It is a part of the active site of the enzyme. Coenzymes. Here is the coenzyme. So first we have covered the prosthetic group. Now we are going to cover the coenzyme. Coenzymes are also organic compounds, but their association with the apoenzyme is only transient, usually occurring during the course of catalysis. Let me tell you one thing why I am reading NCERT for you guys, because in between the lines of NCERT there are many words hidden. If you will understand that kinds of words and that kind of particular meaning of that lines in between the lines, that's how you are going to learn the NCERT, and that's how you are going to crack NEET and JEE exam. Okay, and that's how you're going to learn, because NCERT is the Bible. NCERT is the Bible. Okay, coenzyme are also organic compounds, but their association with apoenzyme is only transient. It means that their association with apoenzyme is only for some time and usually occurring during the course of catalysis. It means that they just occur during the time of catalysis. What is the meaning of catalysis? The meaning of catalysis is to break down something. The meaning of catalysis is to break down something. Okay, so that's how the coenzymes work. They usually occurring during the course of catalysis. That means when it is there or when it is to work with catalyze or to break down something, then and only then the coenzymes are gonna work. Furthermore, coenzymes serve as cofactors. So coenzymes are also a cofactor. We know that coenzyme is a type of cofactor, right? So coenzymes serve as cofactors in a number of different enzymes catalyzed reactions. So enzyme catalyzed reaction, in enzyme catalyzed reaction, the coenzymes also serve as cofactors. That means as a non-proteinaceous part which will attach with the proteinaceous part or the enzyme, because enzymes are formed by protein. That's why we always tell you to have protein, because you are not gonna have enough enzyme to digest foods. That's why you have digestion issues. So have eggs, have paneer, have milk, have curd, have whey protein, have whatever sources you have. But let me tell you, in this growth phase, you will gonna need protein. Okay, the essential chemical components of many coenzymes are vitamins. So vitamins are a type of coenzyme. The essential component example. This example is very, very, very important for NEET. Let me mark it with a green line. Okay, green highlight. Example: coenzyme nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide and NADP. NADP means nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. contain the vitamin niacin. It means that a coenzyme contains a vitamin which is niacin. Okay, so here is the reason why coenzymes need vitamins. Okay, many coenzymes are vitamins. So coenzymes has vitamin in it. So you are getting here that nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide and nicotinamide adenosine dinucleotide adenine dinucleotide phosphate contains a vitamin called niacin. So this is a coenzyme NAD. This has niacin in it. So coenzyme has vitamin in it. Okay, and last, a number of coenzymes require metal ions for their activity, which form coordination bonds with the side chains as the active side, and at the same time from one or more coordination bonds with the substrate. Example, zinc, a cofactor for the proteolytic enzymes carboxypeptidase. So what is saying here? A number of enzymes require metal ions also, okay, for their activity. Metal ions is what? A kind of cofactor. Okay, so enzymes need a cofactor which is a metal ion for their activity, which form coordination bonds with it. So also in chemistry, in chemical bonds, you are going to learn about coordination bonds, and in your coordinate compound structure compound chapter in NCERT, which is in, I guess, class 12. So you are going to learn many things about that. Okay, many things about that. So coordination bond with side chains at the active side. So at the active side of the enzyme, the metal ion gonna attach with the coordination bond. So this is the active side of enzymes. Okay, this is the enzyme, and this is the metal ion, which is a coenzyme. So enzyme plus coenzyme is formed here. At the same time form one or more coordination bond with the substrate. So these two is gonna combine with the substrate, okay, and form the reaction. So zinc is a cofactor. This is also very much important for NEET, and in the previous year you are gonna find the questions. Zinc is a cofactor for the proteolytic enzyme carboxypeptidase. So zinc is a cofactor for what? Zinc is a cofactor for the enzyme carboxypeptidase. That means carboxypeptidase cannot work without zinc. So that you need essential vitamins and minerals also to function the enzyme. So these are the bikes which the enzyme will ride and will function. Otherwise, you cannot move without the bike, and also the enzymes cannot move without the cofactors. These are the three cofactors which I have talked about. Okay, catalytic activity is lost when the cofactors removed from the enzyme, which testifies that they play a crucial role in the catalytic activity of the enzyme. So they play a very crucial role. So in the summary, there is nothing much, and we have finished our chapter named as biomolecule. I am Saikat sir here. You were watching MGNeer Education. First of all, let me tell you our Gandiv batch. Our see, if you guys are not supporting us, we cannot support you. So Gandiv batch of NEET 2024, NEET 2025 mentorship is launched already. Okay, so to enroll this batch, this is running for last 6 years, and we are produced hundreds of doctors in multiple medical colleges of India. So to get access of this batch, you are gonna pay just only rupees 299 at 6289424918 at this WhatsApp number, and send the screenshot in 8583099293. In within 1 hour your group will be created. Within 1 hour your group will be created, and your personal mentorship program will be created. Your group will be created. There will be 3 mentors for you. All are gonna the future doctors, and we are gonna tell you how you can be a future doctors. And let me make you ensure that we will provide you free mock test, we will provide you free DBPs, we will provide you free books for everything and every knowledge you require. We will give our 8 years of hardcore knowledge that how we have become a doctor and how you are going to become the future doctor of India. So this is the most successful batch called Gandhi batch with a 60% of selection ratio. Okay, so I am Saikat Hait here, signing off. I will wait for you in the mentorship batch. Goodbye.